point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Bell, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
3-19.
Back to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Over.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Eddie Goldman able to get him for a loss of about 3. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down.
Over! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Over!
They'll pitch it out to Bell, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that makes the score 7-0. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Go. Hey, 18.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Red, up! Lock in! Red, up! Hey, gotta go! Lock in!
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Red's up!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. Corral him, he fights through. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. This is caught. And he is is in. Touchdown, Chicago. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Leopard! Leopard!
A give to Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Crowder. A second fake. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
He'll look to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Gone! Over!
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I know you felt saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it. Could not hold on through the end of the play. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. From the right hash, this from 33. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Following the field goal on is Locke Edwards to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
18.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Trubisky, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Trubisky to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The hitter here is complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They go play action. Trubisky. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Play action. It's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. but there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, Trubisky. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Let's go! Hey, gotta go!
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw now on 1st down. On the catch, it's Crowder. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Gone!
They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hurry, hurry. Red, up.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Hurry, hurry. Move.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Lock in.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Hey, 18. Move.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
go! Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears will extend their lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Red ransom! Red ransom! Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to go up top for the end. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Herndon's got it complete. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trubisky brings the Bears out 1st and 10 at the 34. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. Steps away. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
Wait a second, they did not accept that after the...
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Took the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and throw it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Red, up.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Gotta go.
They'll run forward Montgomery. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears first touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And New York set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Early on in the broadcast, he talked about how he was one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 last year and that they needed to keep him under 100. He's well under 100.
And how about in our pregame meetings when we talked with them, they said that was going to be one of the top priorities for them in this one.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win. Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The give is to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Again, it's Bell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Bell. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Finds his target, Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Right there. All day, baby.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going to look to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears will get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Reds up! We go. You see it? You see it? Blue. Blue. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. That's right, baby. Blue.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And New York set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Over!
to throw here on first down. Anunu's got it, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 22. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, this from 53. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end.